Hello my lovelies, it is time for another round of Cards Against My TBR, so stay tuned. So if you watched last month's Cards Against My TBR, you know that I didn't do great in May, but in that month there was birthday, there was new puppy, there was going to be a vacation, and it was just kind of chaos, and I was trying to take it easy on myself. Then June, and well, the first week of June we were still on vacation, and the day we arrived home from vacation we got puppy back which had to be re-house trained, and we're still working on that. And my mom also arrived and spent a week here. And it is currently June 16th. I'm filming this early because here in a few days, I'm gonna have even more company arriving for a few days. And I'm just not gonna have time to film this and edit it closer to the end of the month. So I'm doing this now. And I can tell you that June has not had a lot of reading either. I think May may have had more reading than I'm getting done in June. Yeah. It's been a month, or you know what I mean. Anyway, so let's look at how I did. So these are books that were carried over from May into June. Actually, Siri Who Am I was carried over from April to May to June. And I said in the last one, if I didn't finish it by the end of May, I had to read it in June. And I can say that I did finish this in May. I actually finished it the last day of May. Very much enjoyed it. This was for the card Improv Comedy. So I can take that card out. This book is done. So these were all ones that were from May, and they were carried over into June because I didn't read them in May. So we had A Hunger Like No Other for Dad's Famous Chili. I did not read this. So if I don't finish this in June, this will carry over into July. So I'm going to set that up there. For the card My Anaconda Don't Want None Unless You Got the Sweet Spot Hun. This also didn't get read. So if it doesn't get read by the end of June, it will go into July. For the card Puns, I was to read Well Met by Jen DeLuca. This also has not been read, so it will go into July if I don't finish it this month. For the card, All Right Everyone, oh sorry, All Right Everybody Hold. Kelly, why is there blank on my stage? I was to read Heavy Vinyl, the graphic novel, and I didn't read this either. So yeah, that's going there. And then for the card, what do you think? Money Grows on Trees. I'm not paying for blank. I picked Fables, another graphic novel, and I'm currently reading this one. So this one I'm sure will get finished by the end of June, but I'm gonna stick it here for now. So yeah, the ones that were carried over didn't do so great on. And then these were the ones that I got for June. Okay, so let's go over how I did for these 8. So for the card Lockjaw, I decided to go with a book about a mute character, and I selected A Quiet Kind of Thunder by Sarah Bernard, and I have not read this. Also, as far as punishments go for this month, I'm going to do the same thing that I did for last month. Everything that I didn't finish will get carried over into next month, but I'm still going to allow myself to use my books from my Have I Read It to fill in blanks for cards and things like that for this next round, just because, as you can see, things are piling up. And yeah, I don't want to pile things up on myself too much that I just can't possibly catch up. Okay, for the card 30 Shirtless Bears Emerging from the Fog, I selected The Never List by Kothi Zan, and I have not read this one either. For the card A Whole Cheese Pizza Just for Me, I selected The Night She Disappeared by April Henry, and I have not read this either, though I really, really want to. So there's a possibility this one may get finished by the end of the month. We'll see. Okay, for the card, in an attempt to recreate conditions just after the Big Bang, physicists at the LHC are observing collisions between blank and blank. So I had to select two for this, and I picked The Dark Matter of Mona Starr and Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. So I can say that I did actually complete The Dark Matter of Mona Starr. And as far as Sky in the Deep, Marty and I are currently listening to this together, and we're on page 270. So we only have this much left. So this will definitely get finished this month. For the card, you know it's like really funny when you think about it? I selected a graphic novel, sheets, and I have not read this one either. Oh yeah. You can't even see that whole stack. Hold on. There we go. And for the card, Adventure Romance Blank from Paramount Pictures Blank. So I selected, for the first blank, strong female protagonist. This is a graphic novel and I have not read it. And for the second blank, The Stranger I Married by Sylvia Day, and I have not read it. So yeah, I have to read all of these in July, plus whatever I pick for these cards. I think I can do it though, because I think I have fixed my schedule for the most part, so I don't have to do a whole lot in the month of July, that I can actually focus a lot on reading. So we'll see how July goes. Fingers crossed that I do manage to get caught up. Okay, so I have my question cards here. I'm going to shuffle these up and then we will select three. All right, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully we don't have too many like doubles. Last week, oh, not last week, last month we had 2 cards that had 2 blanks on it, and I don't need any extras. Okay, first card is, did you know our college was recently named the number 1 school for blank? Okay. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to use one of my Have I Read It's. So, did you know our college was recently named the number 1 school for all the little lights? I think that's cute. And question number 2, oh, it's a double. This says, we never did find blank, but along the way, we sure learned a lot about blank. So give me a minute to figure out what 2 I can use for that. Why are words so hard right now? Okay, fortunately I was able to use 2 of my Have I Read It's for this, which is very cool because I couldn't do that last month when I had the 2 blanks. Okay, so for this one, we never did find the Book of M, but along the way we sure learned a lot about bro code. All right. Okay, and then for card number 3, we have, I don't mean to brag, but they call me the Michael Jordan of blank. I don't think any of my Have I Read It's work for that. Let me see. Okay, so for this one, I decided to go with one of the books that I plan on reading anyway for the month. It's one of our group reads for the Summertime Reads Readathon, which I will link that announcement up above if you want to go and check that out. But for this, I don't mean to brag, but they call me the Michael Jordan of Where Dreams Descend. So that's what I'm going to pick for this one. Okay, so we have 4 already. Now I have to choose 4 answer cards. So let me shuffle these up. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, what is our first card? Taking a year off to study Japanese puppet theater. Okay, so I think for this, probably something set in Japan, or maybe a Japanese character, like main character, possibly something about puppets or theater. All right, give me just a minute to figure this out. Okay, so for taking a year off to study Japanese puppet theater, I decided to go with Flame in the Mist by Renee Attier. I saw that it is set in like old Japan and there's Japanese terms used throughout, and I've seen mention of Mulan, like maybe a little bit of a retelling of Mulan or something like that. Also on the back here, Us Weekly says a riveting Game of Thrones meets Arabian Nights love story. So this is what I am selecting for that one. Okay, card number 2, Snoop Dogg. Ooh, hold on, I think I know what I pick. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to read On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. Sorry, this is a very reflective cover. But this is about a female rapper trying to like get into the business and everything. So I think that fits for this. And then for my final card, we have Those Cheekbones, Honey. Okay, so for this one, I actually decided to go with another one of my Have I Read It's, and I selected You Play the Girl on Playboy Bunnies, Stepford Wives, Train Wrecks, and Other Mixed Messages. And this is kind of how women are portrayed in media and things like that. So I'm going to choose this one for that. So I actually used all but 2 of my Have I Read It, so that's very helpful because I have all of these, plus these 2, plus whatever my wheel gives me. Holy moly. Okay, so, here are the 7 books from this round of Cards Against My TBR. Have you guys read any of them? Did you like them? Did you not? Comment down below and let me know. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!